The lights are coming on. Last season's race was chaos. What's this season going to provide in Season 11's running of Austria? Lights are out. Away we go. And off the line, Zatsi got a better start than Cindrix, and they all scattered prior to that. With the run toward turn one, both McLarens going to split JTK, but nothing made from it. You got Hunted, who's in 4th place over Beatnik, and now they squirrel behind that. Everyone keeping their front wings intact, it looks like, by turn 2. Now they run toward turn 3, the braking zone. Red Fire down the inside at 3 wide, and that's Hunted going wide and pushing JTK off the track. They have history. Now Beatnik down the inside of Hunted. He's going to take advantage there. Now how does Gecko claw his way back up to the field after that 5-player script penalty? He's lost tons of places, and they stack up here on the run to turn 4. A heavy braking zone here where everybody tries to pick their line, and they all are single file up until Bonkers, who needs to make moves for the championship's sake. 75 points back. His rival Owen not here today. He's going to make the move on the inside of Jordan. And side by side here for 7th place. Jordan has to concede the place. You got Gecko on the move on Jordan and Valk. You also have Invadent further in the background too for the lead now. Here comes Cindrix. Red Fire Tiger ghosting with Beatnik, but that's not going to matter because up in front of that, Cindrix taking the race lead already. He will take the top spot over Zatsi, who has held on for just 4 sectors, but now it's his turn to take the lead of this race. Oh, we have a concertina effect, and it's caused Bonkers to get spun around! And he's now facing the wrong way and could have been facing disqualification. VSC, more collisions. Blue Goggy's involved. Alex Norris is involved. They've had a tangle out of turn 3, and Alex Norris comes off worse with a 5-second time penalty handed to him by the game. Valk also got damaged. She has no front wing on her car, and for the second time in this running of the race, last season it happened as well, she's been in trouble, and now Bonkers gets a penalty while it's been upgraded to a full safety car, and they're trying to give spots back here, and it's getting treacherous. Now for the lead, Zatsi is going to put some pressure on Cindrix. Cindrix goes deep into turn 3, and now that will allow Zatsi to challenge, but he's not close enough. JTK further on back is also close to making some moves. He's in the thick of things, but now he's actually having a look for the race lead. Zatsi's down the inside, and he's banging wheels with Cindrix, and he's now going to go the long way around here into the ending bits of Sector 2. Beatnik waiting in the wings, but around the outside, can Zatsi pull the move off? The answer is yes. Regaining the lead is the Dutch driver. He's back out in front. Bonkers in that car in Season 9 got transferred over to Hunted, and now collision. Hunted was the one who I think spun him after Bonkers lost control, and that's the second time he's been in trouble. But now, swapping once again, the 2 McLarens, and now the race lead is at stake once more. Cindrix takes it back. Further on back, Invading Red Fire Tiger now having a little bit of a battle. Beatnik's been hit by Red Fire Tiger once again for a second week running. It's all kicking off, and it's a cluster of cars on the run toward turn 4. Beatnik's out in front from this in the train, but now Red Fire also swarming with Gecko. Gecko on the inside line for the next corner. Red Fire's going to continue to squeeze him. It's not over, and almost a collision. They're banging wheels, and Red Fire's off, and back on he goes in front of Invade, and somehow they don't all scatter, and an evasive action matter, but it's all gonna be Tadpole taking advantage now. Around the outside, he will take off 2 of them momentarily, but then loses the place because it's still getting chaotic, and now Red Fire with a penalty. Now Jordan takes advantage, Jordan to the inside, and it's only lap 10. Further on in front of that, you got Hunted, who had problems signing in, didn't know if he'd make this race. He's now in the back of the 2 for the race lead, and now moves being made. Zatsi down the inside, side by side, they touch. He bangs him off, and now Hunted momentarily going through on Cindrix for 2nd place in the race, and he was involved in chaos later on in this corner last season. He's going to avoid it this time. He's ahead of Cindrix for P2. Red Fire gets Gecko with DRS. Valk gets Invade. Invade, due to that battling that he had. So much wheel to wheel there. He's lost out a ton. Tucked in behind Beatnik. Ready for war. Speaking of war, I feel like we're having that between our two race leaders right now, Zatsy and Hunted. And it's much more calmer compared to last season, but Red Fire is going down the inside. Beatnik saw it coming. He yielded, and Red Fire took the place with a late Ricardo-style dive bomb. DRS train 6th on back because Jordan is lost out now. And does Red Fire Tiger go for a second dive bomb here? You bet he does. Down the inside, locks it up, and just slams Centrix off. Now that is more Red Fire Tiger questionability in terms of driving etiquette, potentially going to the steward's office. And now Beatnik and Red Fire, who collided last week, hopefully don't do so this week. Battle for the lead still brewing, but no moves there. Moves for 3rd place. Centrix and Beatnik both get Red Fire Tiger. I don't think we see a move for our race lead, but we now have 3rd place. 3 wide. Red Fire gonna go for another ballsy move down the inside at turn number 3. More better wheel-to-wheel racing with Beatnik this time. Centrix excelling from the pair of them, but Red Fire sticks in behind once again. And everyone else is gonna do the exact same thing here as they try to figure it out to turn 4. A little bit of a concertina effect, nothing too severe with that. It's around now where you do end up hitting. So, oh, a tap from Red Fire to Beatnik, and then Valk to Red Fire. 2 Academy teammates, and now Valk going through. And Gecko further on back. They took advantage of that, that's for sure. And now we've got a battle for our race lead. The Ferrari tires seem to fall off as always, and now they're starting to do so because Hunted snatches the race lead back from Zatsy, and he's trying to win for the first time since he won that championship in the finale at Brazil just 2 months ago almost. And now Zatsy's going to come back at it. Zatsy has a chance here to take the race lead back. He's going to do so momentarily. Down the inside, preferred line here at turn number 3. Zatsy squeezing, but nothing too big. Hunted having the preferred line on the exit now. But the difference is, though, Zatsy has the DRS to take that back. He claws back just a little bit further. Jordan, they're having a little DRS fun there for that position. And we still have a DRS train P8 on back. How much longer can Zatsy keep Hunted at bay? It doesn't look like much longer. This scrap has been going on for a while now. Hunted's going to take the race lead back for a moment, but who's going to get the DRS now to turn 4? Wheel to wheel. A little bit of touching out of the corner, but Hunted prevails. But he doesn't have the DRS. Zatsy does, and he's got very little battery to spare. Zatsy covers him up before turn 4 and takes the lead of the race. Centrix also, without a penalty, picking off Jordan. And once again, the race lead. Zatsy and Hunted still not done. Zatsy down the inside, and Zatsy will take the lead for now, and he's going to keep it for now. And this is still just back and forth racing with these two. 10 laps to go in this race, and Hunted is not trailing Zatsy by much at all around the outside of turn 1. This is a tough place to make a move, but he gets squeezed to the curb. DRS now for Hunted. Beatnik's in the mix to pounce if anything happens. 3-car race to turn 3. Contact! Hunted getting the lead for a moment. Zatsy back down the inside. He's keeping his nose in there, and they touch. Beatnik and Centrix now further on back, making the noise behind. But now they chase after Hunted around the outside. Beatnik's going to go in Zatsy, and almost a collision because Zatsy had to avoid hitting Hunted. But now it's a McLaren 1-2 in this race. Valk and Gecko also battle it out and trade some blows here for P number 8. Blue Goggy with yet another penalty, and he's out of the race. That's a virtual safety car. Centrix could make it a second American winner in Tier 2 tonight. Gecko gets a drive-through. Gecko gets hampered with that one and is now being overtaken by Tadpole and Valk. And he is the only one with a drive-through. Gecko leaves the session, but it doesn't matter because it's the teammate who's getting pounced on. Contact. Zatsy just turned in on Centrix, and now Centrix prevailing on the exit of the corner. Both of them going to have DRS now on the run toward turn 4, so it's going to matter on the Red Bull straight line speed and the battery they both have to make the most of it. Zatsy giving him a little bit of bumps from the back, and now Red Fire looks to take advantage. Red Fire down the inside. Red Fire has a penalty expensive, so he's trying to get up places. Contact made. Red Fire has to fall down another place, or at least contest a place he was battling for. And Red Fire Tiger with yet another penalty. 15 seconds alongside his name. And now, Centrix and Zatsy, turn 3. A little bit of a lockup in Cloud Smoke right there. But Zatsy prevailing. He will keep the place. And the race leader, Hunted, picks up a penalty. And the chance at a first ever McLaren 1-2 in Tier 2 could be coming undone. What does Beatnik do? Because his teammate could just trail him along with DRS, and Hunted getting unlucky again, but still could be on for a best finish this season. Red Fire Tigers down the inside of Centrix, and I think he almost clocked the back of Zatsy, but Centrix and Red Fire almost come together there, and that could have been really bad. Red Fire Tiger involved in more trouble, but now making a 3-wide race to turn number 4. Centrix goes way wide and way deep and way far. He's in the gravel. Beatnik and Hunted go side by side to turn 4. One's got a penalty, one doesn't. But how do you hold off Zatsy now? Hunted excelling, keeps Beatnik at bay. Beatnik keeping Zatsy at bay. And this was a racetrack where he had a win stolen from him. He got it stolen in the steward's office. And now he's just a little bit away from victory. Zatsy trailing, but not by much. He's going to take a first Tier 2 podium, but here we come. Hunted crosses the line first, but it's not going to matter for Zatsy in this race. Beatnik gets the win in Austria on Redemption Day. The circuit, he had a win stolen from him. He wins for the second time ever in Tier 2. It didn't matter crossing the line first. He crossed it second and became the winner where penalties were applied. JTK comes home second, and that penalty Zatsy got puts Hunted on the podium. A little concerned here with what the game just did. Mythic wins! Woohoo! I'm kidding. It's glitched.
If you would like to check out the final race results, driver standings, constructor standings, and much more, head over to our socials. RPL Formula 1. No spaces. If you would like to check out the upcoming races in the near future, head over to our Twitch. The username is the same. We hope to see you there.